Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel, where we explore fascinating facts that you never knew about this world. Let's see interesting 5 facts from World War II in the world. Before adventuring further, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon. Now, let's get started. Do you also fear when you hear the word war? Have you heard of World War II? Do you study World War II in school? Can we gather information about the Second World War through various frames of newspapers and films? Have you heard of World War II mystery stories? Have you heard of the cruel fate that happened to Japan in this terrible war? But there are a lot of bizarre facts and tales that nobody ever talks about. Did you know that people are still suffering from World War II? Here are 5 of the most intriguing and obscure World War II facts. Join us if you want to increase your knowledge about World War II. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Number 1. The last soldier finally surrendered in 1974. Have you heard of the last Japanese soldier? This happened in 1974. Soldiers frequently go on fighting for a cause even after their country has given up. This is simply the reality of waging war across several different continents and nations. But something seems terribly off about the whole thing when the final combatant soldier gives up almost 30 years after the war is over. Do you want to know the unseen side of a Taiwanese soldier? Teruo Nakamura, a native of Taiwan who enlisted in the Japanese army at the start of the war, experienced this. This is merely the result of fighting wars across numerous different continents and countries. When the last belligerent soldier surrenders some 30 years after the battle is done, however, something is profoundly amiss with the entire situation. Number 2. An astonishing number of soldiers died during pilot training. This was the First World War in which air services were used. One of the first significant conflicts to use aviation was World War II. Many aviation programs were poorly planned or lacked adequate safety precautions due to the intense rush to teach new pilots. It is confirmed that many soldiers died during flight training. In searching for information, it is confirmed that this is a brutal war. It has been stated that more than 15,000 deaths have occurred here. These were primarily the result of pilot error or equipment failure. What is a flying coffin? The B-24 bomber earned the moniker the Flying Coffin as the war's most hazardous aircraft. Number 3. A German commander was so stressed he abandoned his post and went to a spa. Who is this Hitler? When you hear the name, you get a shock, right? Let's hear a little about the story of Heinrich Himmler. Heinrich Himmler, who led the Schutzstaffel and later oversaw Army Group Vistula, a unit of 500,000 men tasked with guarding Berlin, was one of Hitler's earliest allies. Unfortunately, Himmler, who needed frequent naps and massages and only worked a few hours a day, found this assignment to be far too challenging. Army Group Vistula was ultimately taken over, and Himmler left his position. Number 4. World War II had bizarre weapons, such as the German cannon that could shoot across the sea. Did you know that different types of weapons were used in World War II? Weird weaponry was used during World War II, such as the German cannon that could blast over the ocean. World War II is known as a conflict involving the use of very unique weapons. The V3 cannon, a massive device that could fire bullets from Germany over the ocean into England, was one of the most ambitious designs. The V3 would be a fixed cannon that could fire projectiles up to 100 miles over the sea from mainland Europe into the United Kingdom rather than using rockets like the V2. Fortunately, the gun was never finished because bombing runs destroyed it before it was finished. Number 5. Second World War weapons that failed. The main reason for the failure of the World War II was its weapons. Let's see what the weapons or Second World War weapons that failed: Panjandrum, the ultimate invasion weapon; Krumluff, the gun that fired round corners; Maus, Hitler's giant tank; Covenanter, Britain's worst tank; Luftwaffe heavy bombers, a project abandoned, etc. Panjandrum, the ultimate invasion weapon. Hitler's Atlantic Wall's shore defenses were to be attacked using this awkward weapon. It was made up of 2 10-foot diameter rocket-powered wheels linked by an explosives-filled cylinder. The Panjandrum could not go in a straight path because the rockets attached to the wheels frequently failed or separated. It was never put to use. Krumluff, the gun that fired round corners. Due to its design, it could be utilized from within a tank to combat opposing infantry that was carrying mines or other anti-tank weapons. Due to its design, it could be utilized from within a tank to combat opposing infantry that was carrying mines or other anti-tank weapons. In use, it was discovered that the barrel attachment quickly wore out due to the pressure of the fired shots. Additionally, the bullets frequently break as they leave the Krumluff. This was also one of the reasons for the failure. Maus, Hitler's giant tank. Did you know that in 1942 more proposals have been made since then? Trials started in 1943, but the drivetrain consistently had mechanical issues. The concept had gained traction in Britain, where the RAF Bomber Command was developing new heavy bombers. Even today we are shocked when we hear the events of World War II. In this video, a series of wonderful events of the Second World War is a get for you. If you found this video informative and entertaining, please don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.